Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Professors. I'm Rod,
And I'm Dakota.
and we would like to thank you all who have watched our video, subscribed, and commented. But before we start today, I'd like to throw a big shout out to our editor, Josh, for what he did with that video, making the cards pop up so you guys could read them easier and the code cards. He did an awesome job.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Josh.
But today we have something special planned for you. And Dakota, can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so we have 2 trainer boxes and a booster box. And what we're going to do is we're going to split the booster box in half. So we're each going to get 18 packs. And then you're going to get the Duskmane Necrozma box, and I'm going to get the Dawnwings Necrozma box. And we're going to open them up on camera, and then we're going to put together a deck and play test them.
Sounds good. Challenging our deck building skills. I like it.
See who wins.
All right.
So without further ado, let's begin. So we're going to start with the trainer boxes.
And for those of you who don't know what a trainer box is, it's a nifty way to actually get started with your Pokemon collection. Those of you who want to play competitively, that is, you get a bunch of great stuff. You get a pack of energy. You get some damage counter dice. You also get your sleeves and a few booster packs. What's really awesome about these is you also get a card list booklet. It'll tell you all the cards that are in the set. Sometimes they give you strategy help, stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. Also, the outer casing of your booster box is, or not a booster box, I'm sorry, your Elite Trainer box is a poster. So if you look inside, you'll find some really cool things of the GX and the different artworks that are on the packs. So
I really like the 2 artworks on these, the gold and the blue.
Yeah, they are looking pretty sleek, aren't they?
They are indeed.
So as I said, if you open it up and get rid of the trash on the side here, here's that pack of energy I was talking about. It's just a full, thick pack of just energy. You also get a code card and those packs that I was talking about. I believe it's 8 packs. You get your poison and burn and a GX acrylic token. So those are also very helpful, especially at tournament play. Instead of the flimsy little paper ones, you also get some collecting dividers, things that you can use and put inside your deck box if you're going to use it for collecting cards to divide them up by types or however you do it, alphabetical. And then here's the sleeves I was talking about. They usually match the outside work of your Elite Trainer box. So those are pretty cool. And then here's your dice. You usually use your big dice for rolling heads or tails. And then you have the little dice for damage. So that is what is inside of a Elite Trainer's box. And now we can start opening our packs.
All right. All right, let's go. All right, we are.
Reverse null. And that's about it for that one. So for those of you who do not know, we are from Wisconsin, and today it is very warm. I walked outside today, and I stopped by the bank, and it said it was 41 degrees out this morning. That is incredibly uncharacteristic for our type of climate here in Waukesha. So it's like nuts. I walked out, and I had on like all of my like winter gear, and I was like, I didn't need any of this. So
I have a Super Boost Energy Prism.
there we go. Got a reverse Eevee.
Nice card to pull.
Roserade.
We talked about a lot of these cards in the last video, but Super Boost Energy Prism, great card for a couple decks.
Mostly for your Gardevoir GX deck, just because Gardevoir is so dependent upon its stage 2.
Ooh.
I think of you need at least one other Gardevoir out there that is not your main Gardevoir, someone you can have on the bench to get ready to bring up. And then you also have like Gallade that really helps support with its premonition ability. That's also a stage 2. So as long as you get 3 stage 2 Pokemon out, you should be fine because you get those the ability from your a full art Dialga GX.
And I got a full art Lusamine.
But as long as you get at least 3 stage 2 out, your Super Boost energy kicks in, and putting that on a Gardevoir, that counts as 4 rainbow energies in a single card. That is incredibly good. That makes you hit for 120 hit points just with that energy attachment. As I'm talking about it, there's another Super Boost energy out of this Elite Trainer box. So that was kind of coincidental. Pretty cool. As I was talking about before, this is the Dialga I was talking about. When you go into turns and overtime, if you ever get to that point with your opponent, you can use this Timeless GX move if you haven't used the GX move at that point, and you can take one of your opponent's turns. So that can be used to disrupt something that your opponent's doing, and it just would like.
And so how does that work with turns then? So judge says, all right, 3 turns left.
So let's say, for instance, you and I are playing, Dakota, and I have my Dialga up, and I get turn 1, you get turn 2, and then I get turn 3. Well, what I could do is I could play my Timeless GX, and I could take your turn 2 and leave you just turn 3. So
Wow.
it can really disrupt what your opponent is trying to do.
And that can really give you the
really upset
the
them.
advantage in prize cards if you have that extra turn just to get that last prize card.
Absolutely. Let's give out a code to get this video started. And
All
then
right.
we can move on. So out of that, I got 2 hits.
I also got 2 hits. Got a Full Art Lusamine and a Super Boost Energy.
So not too exciting with our hits there. We did get that Full Art Dialga. Not many. That was the only GX. So that was kind of crazy. So
We can set these aside. Go ahead and open that. That's cool.
we will move on to the booster box. This is the exciting thing. Let's hope that we can hit something really cool. As always, this is just a great set, period. It does so much building off of itself with, you know, a lot of cards having natural synergy with themselves. So
That's for you.
thank you. And as mentioned, after this video, Dakota and I will build decks. We can do a deck building tutorial. I would like to showcase some of the decks that I have built, probably coming up soon in one of our next videos. One deck that I have been working on is the Glaceon GX Zoroark GX deck. I just think they pair really well together, having Zoroark as your main attacker. Looks like we got a hit. We did. Another Dialga GX. The half-out variety. Code for you.
Looks like you might be building a deck based around Dialga.
It's looking like it. I mean, with all the metal support, it's looking like a good hit for me here over.
Oh, I have a Palkia GX.
There you go. Another Lickitung.
I'll give out a code card for that. All right. Nothing there.
So we have a reverse Magnemite and a foil Shaman. Nothing else too exciting in that pack.
Ooh, a Full Art Duskmane Necrozma GX.
Ooh, a rainbow. That is a awesome card. I actually have a deck with that card as well. I run the Magnezone variety, but I am actually preferring the what may be the contrary belief to popular belief. Sorry, is I am playing the Metagross GX deck with that one. I think Metagross is so good. He's a little bit beefier, so it just seems to last a little bit longer than my Magnezones have.
Yeah, I really like that variant. And I did say Full Art Duskmane Necrozma, but it is a secret rare. My apologies. I also got a Lunala Prism in that pack there.
Oh, a full art Volkner.
There you go.
That's a nifty little hit. I am a big fan of the full art supporters. I think they're just so neat. I love how they really bring the trainers' personalities to life. As for instance with the Lusamine that Dakota cracked earlier. If any of you play the video games, you'll know that in the original Sun and Moon games that she gets caught being so like needy for the power, and then she gets fused with the symbiont Pokemon Nihilego. So that's where that card comes from. I just love the little niftiness that Pokemon puts into their cards to bring the card game to life and still have it related to the main series games. So that's pretty neat.
I got a off topic, a Unit Energy, Grass, Water, Fire. I really like this one better than the other artwork. It just the colors pop, and I don't know the other one with the metal Lightning Psychic, is it?
Yes.
Just doesn't quite pop
I
as
am
much as
just
I'd like
hitting
it to.
a dry spell. I have not hit anything in like
There's
the
another one of
last
those.
6 packs. Ugh,
Yeah, same.
this is just boring.
So what's the average hits per box?
So the usual hits per box is anywhere between 5 to 8.
Okay.
I have, in the last video, if you guys want to go check that out, I had my first box, I think I hit like 6. In the second box, I hit something like 9 or 10. Ooh, a reverse Garchomp. That's pretty nifty for the Garchomp deck. I actually prefer the reverse hollows over the traditional hollow, just because I like the look of the energy of the Pokemon in the background there. I just think that's so cool and so nifty. It's a fun little add to the art of the cards.
And I got a Leafeon GX here.
Oh, and speaking of which, a Lucario, that builds well with that Garchomp that I was just talking about. So for those of you, as I look over here at my pack of commons here, this Pachirisu is really good with the Raichu GX deck. If you have the Pikachu that also know Nuzzle. If you use Snuggly Generator, you can take an energy from your deck and put it on all Pokemon that know Nuzzle. So if you attach that to each of your Pikachu, Raichu's powerful Spark does 20 times the amount of lightning energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So you're just accelerating. Not only are you accelerating to your future Raichu, but you are also accelerating his power. So it just makes for a great one prize attacker that can really get you set up in a hurry. So, oh, there we go. Another Super Boost Energy. That is the second one that I've pulled. That is the third one we have pulled. This is nuts. I have never seen anywhere a Prism card hit this much.
Yeah, that's 3 in one box.
It must be a pretty common card. We got a Reverse Drampa.
Let's give out another code card for you
Deck
guys.
maintenance is a little messed up there.
All right, so I'm just taking a look at what I got here, what I can build a deck around. Not
Reverse
much, I tell you,
Faulkner.
not much.
Another Garchomp. That is a good card to have, especially if you like playing that deck. Our editor, Josh, is very fond of that Garchomp deck. He's really enjoying it. He's trying to modernize it. He's playing it right now at Versus Seeker. He's trying to upgrade it. So we're thinking about putting in something like Palpad to get those Cynthias back, just because of needing those cards to happen. We did get a Dawn Wings Necrozma, so the drought has ended. About time. It took a little while to get there. Dawn Wings, I didn't mention this in the last video when we hit it in our other boxes. It is such a great card. Its ability Invasion. Attach a Floatstone to this guy for decks like Buzzwall or other decks like Ho-Oh that can't attack after. And you can use Dawnwing Necrozma's ability Invasion. You're allowed to, once per turn, put this Pokemon into the active spot. Now, if you have it with a Floatstone, you can put it in there and retreat it for free and then just bring up that Pokemon that isn't supposed to be able to attack again and just make it happen. It is such a great card to put in. It's a lot like Keldeo with its ability Russian from the previous sets. So it's just a nice little card to have to get you out of a jam if your opponent locks you down or something like that. So it helps you out with getting out of tight jams like that. So, well,
it looks like we got 4 from each of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not much to work with.
No. Not much at all.
Let's see here. I think I'm going to probably run something around Diglett Dugtrio. Just it's what I got the most of.
Sounds good.
If you would like to join us in the next video, we will be playing these decks. We'll also release at some point a deck building of us building these decks where we can talk through them and go through what we're attempting to do and how we want to make this work. So
thank you all for watching the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We are looking at making videos more often now. Our editor, Josh, has hit a little bit of a free time that he's been able to take more time for us to be editing. So look for 2 to 3 videos a week coming from us. So stay tuned. Exciting things happening for the Pokemon professors. Peace. All right, time to at least give myself a rough draft on what I'm building.